Congress President Sonia Gandhi spoke for the first time, ending her 9-year-long silence. In an exclusive interview with TV Today's consulting editor Rajdep Sardesai, the Congress President spoke on a series of some very important key matters. In this no-holds-barred interview, Sonia Gandhi says that there can never be a comparison between Indira Gandhi, her late mother-in-law, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
There are those, ma'am, who say the Congress party today needs a leader like Indira Gandhi to take on someone like Narendra Modi. The reason they say is Mr. Narendra Modi is the tough Prime Minister, much like Indira. And the Congress doesn't have that kind of tough, competitive leader to take on.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Don't forget that when Mrs. Gandhi entered politics, she became president of the party or later prime minister, she was ridiculed. She was made fun of. She was insulted. There was nothing that she did that was right.
She was called Gungi Guriya.
From within her own party, I would say perhaps even more than outside. Right?
And you believe that she was able to overcome that?
She was able to overcome that. She did overcome that.
I'm just wondering whether that's something you learned from Mrs. Gandhi, because there is this fighting spirit that we've seen in Sonia Gandhi from time to time. Is that something you learned from your mother-in-law? Because you were attacked, viciously attacked.
Yes.
Today Rahul is also attacked.
Absolutely. Yes.
Does the family take, in a sense, confidence from what Indira Gandhi was, or do you believe the world has changed? You need to be more competitive now than even in the 1960s and 70s when the Congress was the dominant party. You didn't have a leader like Mr. Modi to take on then, that Mrs. Gandhi had.
You know, every sort of era in politics or in history has its own problem, its own leaders or its own opposition. No, I think the Congress party is taking on the present dispensation.
The reason do you get troubled when people ask you, when political observers or people write, or BJP leaders say, Narendra Modi is like Indira Gandhi, he's the, that power politician? Does that trouble you?
It doesn't trouble me because I don't believe in it at all. I have my own very clear view. There is no comparison.
There is no comparison?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
As a power politician?
Absolutely not.
So you don't sort of, I know this is a political question, but you don't sort of see the Congress as a party which in Mrs. Gandhi's time was the dominant party of the country. Now you have to come up from 44 seats. You don't think that it's all...
I think that it is absolutely possible. Not only it is possible, we will come up from 44 seats to the seats needed to have strength, full strength in power.
You will come back to power, you believe?
Absolutely. In politics, you win, you lose. You come up in power, you go down. It's part of life, in every sphere of life.
Let me ask you a question that many also ask. Priyanka Gandhi, your daughter, is supposed to resemble Indira Gandhi. Who in the Nehru-Gandhi family today is more like your mother-in-law? Who's been the most in all the years that you've seen them?
Every one of us has been influenced by Mrs. Gandhi, my mother-in-law, and in their case by their grandmother, in different ways, right? I've been influenced in my own way, in a particular way, Priyanka in another way, Rahul in another way.
So it's not about...
There is no model kind of thing, that, oh yes, I am, or she is, or he is. We all have been influenced in different ways.
Because my trick question then would be, or what people would ask is that will Rahul be the person who will take forward this legacy?
Well, that you have to, I'm not the person to...
You won't decide that?
To decide or to reply, So
it's the sense of sacrifice that she gave. And do you think that came from her father and the fact that she herself had been through that freedom struggle, that she
Yes,
had
she
grew up in this place?
She grew up during that period. In fact, she herself was jailed for a few, not for long, but in fact she was during the freedom movement. She herself had organized a Banar Sena of young kids who used to go around quietly, pass on information to leaders or seniors because they were watched by the police, and to distribute quietly leaflets against the British government.
So her sense of patriotism is what drove her.
So it was very, very strong in her. It was, I would say, it was everything.
The reason I'm asking you this is because we are sitting here actually in the very space where she was born, where in a sense the influence of Motilal, Jawaharlal, should be still felt in a way.
Of them, of course, and all the other stalwarts of the freedom movement, because this was the center where, all of them used to meet and strategize. So, and she knew them all. She met them all. Of course, she was very young, and then later on, but she knew they were like a family. They were like family for her.
Well, at least on one thing, the Congress and the BJP agreed on something finally when it came to comparisons. Union Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu also spoke to India Today's Deputy Editor Brijesh Pandey, and he said that there was absolutely no comparison between the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Indira Gandhi.
So there cannot be any comparison between Sri Narendra Modi ji and Indira ji.
Why? Can you elaborate a bit?
Modi is Modi. Modi is for making of developed India, and we have seen what has happened during the Congress regime. So Modi ji cannot be compared with any other Congress leader.
But sir, he also said that that after imposing emergency, she was like she took criticism, and despite knowing that she would lose, she went ahead for elections.
There was no way other than going to the people. After all, the Congress government at that time extended their tenure from 5 years to 6 years, putting the opposition behind bars, amending the constitution. How can anybody forget that? And then as if it is holding election, is it a concession to the people of India? Is it a charity given to the people of India? It's a mandate of the constitution. Everybody has to go. After 5 years, they try to stick to the power, but at the end of the day, bowing to the public opinion, they have to go because there was a massive satyagraha across the country against emergency, and people were very agitated, and they were all coming to streets to protest the government's action and emergency. How can anybody defend emergency at all? How can anybody defend emergency at all? And how can anybody say that it's a charity to go to the people? At the end of the day, everybody has to go to the people. And as far as Modi ji is concerned, we should not make any comparison of Modi with any Congress leader.
Sir, thank you.
Okay, that was Venkaiah Naidu rejecting any comparisons or similarity between the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi.